My name is Nickel, Nickel. So after I put up the video about the Overwatch game for mobile called Our World 2 Independent Overwatch 2D, there were a lot of people that brought to my attention that there were actually more Overwatch games for Android phones. This first one is called High Noon Simulator, and it's made by a company called Unlimited Ambitions. According to the description of this, it says, use your shooting skills from the far west to eliminate your enemies with silver bullets from your classic 6-round gun, because it's high noon. This application lets you hone your Deadeye skills for Overwatch. Wait for the 2 red circles to overlap and a red skull to guarantee a kill, then press to shoot. Make sure to shoot before you get killed. Then it says the app is a parody and shouldn't be taken seriously. So basically, after seeing this game being played, it looks like it's just a still image and then some MS Paint drawings of Overwatch characters come on screen and you tap. At the end of each round, you can see the number of kills you had, the total target damage, and your reaction time. So the only way I can actually see this doing anything is maybe helping your reaction time, but as they said, it's just a parody. It's not really something super serious. And something that seems pretty glaringly annoying is the music in the background, which I don't know if it's supposed to be blown out, but the credit for the music is Krail High Noon. So the entire time it just has that song playing. And so you can kind of get an idea of what the backgrounds look like. It looks just like a still image like this, and then these are the types of drawings that pop up. And if you notice in the very bottom left corner of the screen, you can see your own little MS Paint McCree face. The game pulled in a 3.9 score on the Google Play Store, with most of the ratings either being 5 stars or 1 star. And this game, just like Our World 2D, has been installed over 10,000 times. It says between 10 and 50,000 installs. And the developers of this game actually made more of these. There's another one called Heroes Never Die Simulator. This one has a lot less installs, between 1 and 5,000, but it's a really similar concept. Just basically having a static image with skulls on it to show where people died and then rezzing them. It even has a skull in the middle with a triangle that says teammate down and has a number of teammates that are down. And as you would expect, in the bottom left corner you can see your health, along with the goofy little portrait of Mercy's face. This one actually had a slightly better review average, which made me want to look into the reviews. And I noticed the exact same review on both games. 5 stars. I love this game. This game has so awesome graphics, even better than Overwatch graphics. I think Overwatch should have similar graphics, and other thing I really love in this game is gameplay. It's better than any other game I have ever played, or any console or PC or phone. It's even free. I would buy this game for a full €60 price. And it's simple and awesome. I think everyone should at least try this game, and it's a lot better than Overwatch. Go check High Noon Simulator 2. It's another little bit similar game. I hope you download this game. And obviously in the High Noon Simulator one, he says Heroes Never Die Simulator. For the scoring system on this one, it actually still has best reaction time, and you can see what it is for your first res through your 5th res. And then you have a score for your total res, the total deaths, and the total games. So it's just kind of crazy to see these games that are so incredibly simple in the way that they play be downloaded so many times. The description for Heroes Never Die Simulator is a lot shorter than the High Noon Simulator. All it says on this one is, tap the screen when you think it's the right moment to resurrect your allies before you die, or they pass on to heaven. And then it reminds you again that this app is a parody. And there's actually one last app that these guys made, which is called Overwatch Play of the Game Maker, which is described as film your very own in real life play of the game. Create quirky, fun, and hilarious plays from real life happenings to parodies with your own device. This application overlays a short introduction text and adds epic music over your everyday life to transform it into a play of the game, similar to Overwatch's. So then it goes on to say how you can use your camera to do this, and then you can upload it to social media. But this app has also been downloaded a ton of times, and it's basically just a meme generator. You just put whatever you want, and suddenly that is the play of the game. I'm guessing of these apps, this is probably the one that most of you guys would actually want to try out. But as I said before, be super careful with this stuff because I'm not able to test it myself. The problem with this one is that a lot of people are saying that it doesn't even work. So I don't know if that's been updated yet, but it's still an interesting idea. And this last one is definitely the most popular out of all of these games, including Our World 2D. This game has been downloaded between 100 and 500,000 times, and the game game is called Overtraining Hanzo. It's actually created by a different company called Anura. And this is how they describe what the game is. Practice Hanzo, hero of Overwatch. Hanzo training is amazing trainer for Hanzo users. Practice and enhance your combat skill. And then of course here it also mentions that they have nothing to do with Blizzard. So the idea is that by playing this app, you'll get better at playing Hanzo, which I don't really see how that's possible because you're playing by tapping the screen as opposed to using a mouse. But this is the first of the games that actually has 3D looking graphics. On the screen that says practice Hanzo, kill your enemy, you can see that you have the same reticle from Overwatch, your ult meter at the bottom, and on the right side, the thing that you tap presumably. It has an arrow inside of it. So maybe the benefit here is kind of learning how long to hold down the button and how it corresponds to where the arrow goes on the reticle. And this is one of the testimonials of the app. Graphics are quite okay, grammar at times is strange, and as a side note, that's because it looks like this was created by a Korean company. But that's understandable. Player is unable to look around unless aiming shots. Some mobs act as if they are invisible. Oh, and the sounds. WTF, creepy AF. Well, overall, the concept is pretty nice. Made it to the first boss, but decided to uninstall because after hitting the boss 3 times, it lags out and you can't move or do anything but die. What's kind of interesting here is you can actually shoot your ult out also. That's probably the reason you can see your ult charge is because you're trying to fill it up so you can shoot out your ult. One of the modes says avoid ninja bots attack, destroy all, where you just avoid the ninja bots, I guess, and it actually has your kill count in the corner of the screen. And probably the strangest looking one is this one that says various challenge mode, enjoy funny stories. I don't know what the funny stories are, but at the bottom of the screen it says Widowbot, it's time to show my real power. And this is supposed to be Widowmaker. So anyway, like I've said a ton of times, be careful with what you download because as we saw with All World 2D, that supposedly gave a guy a virus on his phone. So be careful with that. But I'm curious to know after you guys have seen a little sample of each of these 4 games, which one do you think is the most interesting? High Noon Simulator, Heroes Never Die Simulator, Overwatch Play of the Game Maker, or Overtraining Hanzo? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, if you haven't turned on notifications for the channel yet, I would appreciate it if you did. All you have to do is hit that bell, check that box, and push save. That's it. It only takes a second, but it would help out a lot. One last thing before I go, if any of you guys want to submit stories for me to talk about in future videos, all you have to do is go to the Discord link that is in the description of this video. And once you're there, you can read how to submit news. And that's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And if you haven't checked out some of these other videos on the channel, you can click on them to check them out, whether you're on PC or on mobile. Either way, it still works now. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.